Hello children, myself Shubhaya Patil Kulkarni. I am going to continue chapter 14 statistics. In that 14.3 exercise, second question, how to plot the bar graph. The question is, the following data on the number of girls to the nearest 10 per 1000 boys in different sections of Indian society is given here. So these are the sections in Indian society, and this is the number of girls per 1000 boys. And the question is, we have to plot, represent the information above by a bar graph. So we have to represent this in the form of bar graph. And in the class we will discuss what conclusions can be arrived from the graph. So now we have to answer the question. Sections and number of girls per 1000 boys. So I have to take all the sections on x-axis. So in graph sheet, this is the x-axis, x dash x-axis and y dash y-axis. You have to take the graph sheet and you have to plot the bar graph on the graph sheet. So you take the scale on x-axis 1 cm is equal to 1 unit and on y-axis 1 cm is equal to 10 units. Here continuation is, so you mark it like this way. After 9, 10, 9, 20, because by seeing the number of girls per 1000 boys, you have to take this key. Then bar graph means in between this bar, the gap should be same. Okay, the gap between the bar should be same and equal length of bar should be able to plot the graph. So because of this reason, this graph is called as bar graph. And see now leaving 1 cm, this much width are taken for AC, and the leaving 1 cm, once again the 1 cm width are taken for another bar graph. The same gap and the same width between all the bar graph. So now, first SC sections, how many girls are there? 940, up to 940 mark it and plot the bar graph. And SD girls 970 out of 1000. And non-SC girls 920 for 1000 boys, and backward districts they have 950 girls out of 1000 boys, and here non-backward districts they have 920 girls out of 1000 boys, and rural area they have 930 for 9000 boys, and urban areas they have 910 out of 1000 boys. So by observing this bar graph, this is the way of plotting the bar graph. So observe the question and according to the values in the question, you have to take the scale in the graph and you have to plot the graph, and in between bar it should be equal gap and equal width also you have to take for bar, and you have to construct the bar graph. So then next second question, this is the first question answer it is. Actually represent the given information by bar graph decade. So this is the answer, and in the class we will discuss what conclusions can be arrived at from the graph. So when you observe this now graph, you will come to know the maximum in ST section, maximum number of girls are they out of 1000 boys, and in urban section the minimum, that is maximum number of girls means that is nothing but 970 out of 1000. So in urban section, minimum girls, that is 910 out of 1000, minimum girls are there out of 1000 boys. So then, so this is observed by observing this bar graph. Okay, children, right now. In the same way, you do it, the remaining questions which are there about bar graph, you do it as a homework. Children, so I explained for you bar graph, how to plot a bar graph. So depending upon that question number 3 are homework. And now the fourth question. The fourth question in the textbook. The length of 40 leaves of a plant are measured correctly to 1 millimeter, and the obtained data is represented in the following table. So they have checked the 40 leaves length in millimeter, and they got like this way data. Draw histogram to represent this movement data. I will plot the histogram now. Is there any other suitable graphical representation for the same data? Is it correct to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are 153 millimeter long? Why? So now I have to plot the graph. But when you have to plot the histogram, you have to observe the class interval. So class interval should be continuous when you are plotting the histogram. Check once class interval. These class intervals, upper limits and lower limits are not continuous. See now, here 126, here 127. So the difference between these two is 1. 127 minus 126 is 1. That one correction factor will say divide by 2. 0.5 becomes. That 0.5 I am going to say it as correction factor. So the 0.5 I am going to subtract in lower limit, and 0.5 I am going to add for upper limit. So in the same way, 0.5 is subtract here and add 0.5 here. Value is not going to change, but we convert it in the form of continuous form. See now, I have subtracted in the lower limit 0.5 and added for upper limit. In the same way, now it has become continuous class interval. For histogram, you have to convert the class interval in the form of continuous if it is not in the form of continuous. Already they had given in the continuous form, there is no need to change. Now it is not in the form of continuous, so I have changed continuous form now. Then the number of leaves they give. So now how to plot the histogram? Plot a line for x-axis and y-axis. This is a graph sheet, a rough diagram. So you have to take a graph sheet and you mark it 1 centimeter and 1 centimeter. You take these upper limits values. So for 1 centimeter, 117.5 starting value, and next is 126.5. Next, all these values are equal, and the scale it has become now. What is the difference between these two classes for the upper limits and lower limits? That is 9. So you have to check in continuous form. You subtract and check. You will get class size or width of that class number. See now it is same. 9 units you get. So 1 centimeter is equal to 9 units I have taken as a scale for x-axis. And the y-axis, the number of leaves, the highest maximum number of leaves are 12. So I have taken the y-axis scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit only. So up to 13 I am marked. You can take according to the question. So you can take the scale and you can choose it according to you by seeing the values in the question. So now this is x-axis. On x-axis length in millimeter and the y-axis number of leaves. So now you see continuous, no gap in between the bar graph. So the graph is looking like bar only, but there is no gap in between. It is continuous. The same way. 170.5 to 126.5. How many leaves are there? 3 leaves are there. From there only, without leaving gap, next class interval, the number of leaves are 5. So then without leaving the gap, next number of leaves are 9. So the width is same and there is no gap in between. So this type of graph you are going to say it as histogram. So the name of this type of graph is called as histogram. And the questions are next. Draw histogram means this is the answer. Is there any other suitable graphical representation for the given data? Yes. In the same way we can consider, that is by using the graph frequency polynomial. By any graphical representation is there, that is yes, that is frequency frequency polygon graphical method. Frequency polygon graphical representation, and is correct to third question that is it correct to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are 153 millimeter? See, you observe here the number of leaves are maximum in this class interval. You observe this class interval now, so we can't say the all 12 leaves are 153 millimeter only, because these leaves length is in between the class interval 144.5 to 153.5. So some leaves they may have the length 144.5, 145, 146 like that way. It may changes. So this is not correct. Is it correct to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are not? No. It is not correct. Okay? No. It is not correct. Because maximum number of leaves length are in between the class interval, that is 144.5 to 153.5. It is not exactly 153 millimeter. Okay, children? So in this manner you have to plot the histogram. So by using this histogram, this is the fifth question. The following table gives the lifetimes of 400 neon lamps. So they gave, it is continuous already. Represent the given information with the help of a histogram. How many lamps have a lifetime of more than 700 hours? So you find out this, children. So this fifth question I am giving as a homework. So histogram only, homework. Fifth question is homework, children. You have to plot the histogram and you will find out how many lamps have a lifetime of more than 700 hours. Okay, children, do it as a homework. Okay. The following table gives the distribution of students of two sections according to the marks obtained by them. Represent the marks of the students of both the sections in the same graph by two frequency polygons. From the two polygons, compare the performance of the two sections. See now, children, here two sections I can represent in a same frequency polygon. So another one graphical representation is there. That name is frequency polygon graphical representation. I am going to explain. Write down over there. Children, I am going to explain how to represent frequency polygon graph. So the sixth question is in this manner. The sixth question of this exercise, that is 14.3 exercise, the following table gives the distribution of students of two sections according to the marks obtained by them. So represent the marks of the students of both the sections, section A and section B, on the same graph by two frequency polygons. From the two polygons, compare the performance of the two sections. So I have compared what is the performance of two sections. See now for this, anyway the class interval is for both the class intervals, it is same, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, and it is continuous also. So I have taken on x-axis class interval, that is marks on x-axis, continuous 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 I have taken on x-axis. So the scale of x-axis becomes scale x-axis is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units. And the y-axis scale I have taken 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. In the graph you have to take according to this by observing the question values. So now I have to plot for section A graph. You can frequency polygon. First you can construct a histogram and you can mark the midpoints also. So because we are going to take the midpoints now. 0 to 10 I have to take midpoint, children, and for 3 I have to mark. So I take 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units, 3 it comes here. See now, and width of this bar of the concept like this will consider. So midpoint of that I have to consider. So this is 3 here. This is 3 because 1 centimeter is equal to 2 unit. So now the midpoint of this width I have to consider, I have to mark. Then 10 to 29, 10 to 20 midpoint is this 9. 9 means here. See now this is 9. Here 9. In the graph it becomes correct, children. You have to mark it in this manner. Then 20 to 30 17. 20 to 30 midpoint is this. Midpoint you have to consider and you have to mark. 17 is here. Okay. Then 30 to 40. 30 to 40 midpoint is this. And 12. 12. Okay. So then 40 to 50, 9. 40 to 50, 9. Yes. Here it comes. Then you join, see children. You have to join all these points. See now you will join all these points. Where it touches you can increase slightly and it touches. This is the frequency polygon graph for section A. In one graph only I have to plot the graph. This is for section A. This is. See here, the maximum of students, the maximum in between, they have taken how many children? See now you observe here. So 9 to 12. See 9 plus 17, how much? 19, 26, 36, 38 children. They got the marks in between 10 to 40. 36 children. 28, 27, 28, 29 and 9. 38 children. So in between 38 children, in between the marks 10 to 40. The class includes that is this is class includes marks they have scored 10 to 40. In between 10 to 40, 38 children are there. See now this is another one, section A. Next section B, you have to mark it next now. 0 to 10, 5 only in this midpoint only, but 5 means here it comes here. Then 10 to 20, 19. This is 19 children. 19, same midpoint only you have to consider, you have to mark it. Then 20 to 30, 15. This is 15. 15 means less it comes here it comes. Okay. Then 10. Next one is 10. 10 means here it comes. See the now. That is 40 to 51. 40 to 51 means here it comes. Okay. Like this way. So then join now. All these points you join. See in section B the highest marks is scored. So that is 19. Then you go for, you have to join all these points. Then like this we come and strike the root. Okay. So this is the frequency polygon graph for section B. And you can observe here 10 to 14 marks is scored by how many children? 39, 44. 44 children, they scored the marks between 10 to 40. And the maximum marks is scored by section B only. This is section A, and this is B. And the maximum the marks is scored by, this is the maximum, the highest marks is scored by section B, that is 19. Here the maximum marks is, that is in this section, that is last is 17. So which is the top of your section is the top. In this manner you have to plot the frequency polygon children. Okay children, write down. The last question, 7th question is homework children. You do it as a homework. Okay children.